Every day I wake up and I'm a black dude. Yeah. So there's things I'm going to experience or people in my family are going to experience. So that's always going to come through in stuff I make or stuff I talk about.
Subscribe to my grandson's YouTube channel, Poorly Written Reviews, and like the video, and I'll bring you in a lovely roast.
Hey, welcome to Poorly Written Podcast. I'm here with JoeJas.
Hello.
Are you the leader of Fat Llama, or is it all an equal project?
Yeah, I'm the only person.
You're the only person?
Yeah.
I thought it was like a little squad.
Nah, so what it is, it's like I basically had made it in the first thing for me and my friends who skate, and I don't want them to skate in it. And so what I did is I was like, over the years, I thought, what am I trying to do with it? Because I got friends that make music and stuff. And then after I wanted it, I felt like groups always fuck up.
Yeah.
So I didn't want to make it a group. So I was like, I wanted to be like a resource bank for my friends because I film videos, I produce, I mix, I can do all these stuff. I put on events.
Yeah.
So look. But if I could do that for all my friends, like who don't like, because obviously like going to all these people that you don't know and then having not experience in them situations, someone could just like rip you off. I'd rather like be able to help them. So I thought that's what I'll do. So obviously I'll do like the Fat Llama singles. That's what I'm doing now.
Yeah.
Where I'm just like producing songs for them, and I have it open ended where you can feel like you're in it and you can be in it. That's how I see it.
So
that's how I see Fat Llama.
You are all of Fat Llama.
Yeah.
Okay, well, then we're here with Joe, who is
Hello.
all of Fat Llama. We'll quickly glaze over your origins.
Okay.
So you're American, and we're currently sat sort of Camden sort of way.
Yeah. North London.
Yeah, North London, right?
Yeah.
So what brings you to North London? How long you been here? I already know this, but the viewers don't already know this.
Well, what brings me to North London is a terrible boat driver. I moved over here because of my pops. He lived over here, and I've been here for, well, it's gonna be like over 10 years now. So yeah, used to live in Atlanta, moved to London, and I'm here. Yeah.
How does London compare to Atlanta?
It's very different.
Yeah, how so?
I guess the people are different. People here are, everyone's more like, I'm myself, you know, which is cool. I guess like roads are smaller. There's just stuff, but at the end of the day, everyone's still humans.
Yeah.
So
my only experience with Atlanta is the show.
Oh shit, the show is hard as fuck.
Yeah, it bangs. So like,
yo, shout out fucking Donald Glover.
Yeah, shout out Donald Glover, man.
Yeah,
exactly.
Yeah.
So you've been here a little bit of time.
Yeah.
You come over here. Your origins are in the skate group.
Yeah.
When did you start making music?
I've been making music since I was like 11, probably even younger. But and I'd say even taking it seriously, I probably did that around like 13. But when I was 16, I had taken no, not 16. When I was 18, I think that was 2016. I had taken everything down that I'd made before.
Is it?
And I basically just said, "Fuck it, let me like restart."
Yeah.
So in that, I was like, the way I'm gonna restart is I'd started producing the year before in 2015, into 2014, like that kind of area, and I was like, I feel like the beats I'm making now are cool enough for me to like fully do a project, because before that it was just like type beats or like beats I could get from homies and stuff like that.
And that was straight in with the JoeJas name.
Yeah, so basically the JoeJas name has been there since the start.
Alright.
Yeah.
Yep.
So it was just me going. I had like loads of songs on SoundCloud. I had like I think maybe 7 mixtapes on like Mediafire.
Yeah.
And I'd like made a website and stuff, and then I was like, cool, let me just like super get the branding down, and like that's what I did, and then I started filming all my own videos.
Bang, yeah.
And then we're here where we are now.
Exactly, yeah. So maybe let's just take it back a tiny bit. Maybe only like a year. Let's talk about the Paak video.
Okay.
So for those that don't know, you were in a video. I don't know who made the video, but basically Anderson Paak and Jid watched you. Was it a Vans video?
It was for Vans.
Right.
Yeah.
So basically he was in a video, and Anderson Paak basically was blessed to you, like said some nice stuff, and Jid wasn't as nice.
Oh man, he did fuck with nigga Blastoise.
Yeah, so we're gonna get into that. So I mean, for me, like, Paak is like the rapper.
Oh yeah,
like he's probably like my number one. So did you know that was coming? Did they tell you who they were going to be showing it to?
Yeah, so like it all started off like there was a competition to perform with him, and there was one to do with Schoolboy Q. I think maybe 2 years before or something.
Yeah.
I applied for that, didn't get it.
Yeah.
At the same Vans thing, and then I saw another one for Anderson Paak, so I was like,
yeah,
obviously I'm gonna apply for that. So obviously I applied for that, and then I didn't even think anything of it, because I was like, they might like it, they might not, whatever. I'm just gonna put my stuff through, put it through, and then I just get an email like, yo, you're one of the finalists out like 40,000 people.
No way.
And I was like, oh, alright then.
Yeah.
So then in turn happening, the whole thing was you're actually supposed to perform in front of them.
Yeah.
But obviously coronavirus.
Oh, is it?
We had to go to a studio space, perform the songs there, and then they're gonna watch it remotely from where they are. So then that happens to everyone to see. Everyone saw that, and in that I won the Vans Musician Wanted competition because Anderson Paak and I can't remember the girl's name. Damn, don't hate me, dog. But like they really liked it. I got like the most votes from the panel, and then I won.
So you won the whole thing out of, like you say, like 4,000 people to begin with.
Yeah.
That's mad. That must have been an ego boost, right?
Yeah and no.
Yeah. You managed to stay humbled no matter what.
I think it's because I've been doing shit for so long that it was kind of like, I don't know, I've experienced so much that I'm like, yeah, this is sick. This is just another, but it's just another step for me.
Yeah.
I kind of see the bigger picture. So obviously I'm like, fuck yeah, this is amazing. Anderson Paak, I've been listening to this guy for ages.
Yeah.
But it's also like, okay, but even though I do get the shout out, I'm still gonna go home like to the same house. I'm still gonna have the same people listen to my music, maybe a few more. So what I have to do myself is just keep pushing. And then
Okay, but then like, so how did you take the negative feedback? I've got the quotes here. So Jid said he didn't like your beat.
Yeah.
And I don't know who that girl was, but she said that she thought your technicality was rough.
Yeah.
How did that hit you?
The not liking the beat, I'm like, my beats are pretty weird, so
Yeah, they're strange.
yeah. So I could get that. So I wasn't even too fazed by that.
Yeah.
The technicality being rough, I was like, maybe. I don't know. I didn't see it personally, but if someone else sees it, I could be like, oh, let me review that. And I feel like one of the videos that they used, maybe it was because they like did a bit, because like basically there was a few takes, and then they took one of the takes or I like had messed up, and I don't know if it's because they thought it looked cool or something, but I was like, I had a clean ass take, so it might have been that.
Yeah.
It might have been that. But yeah, I love constructive criticism.
Yeah, bang. I'm just gonna turn off the air conditioning.
Cool.
Because I can see that is getting in the video. Okay. Yeah, I mean, to me, like, that sort of... So you were in the magazine that I ran, Tempest magazine,
yes.
Shout out. So, and we all saw that and we were all like, oh, crazy, because how we first met was on Reddit. I was looking for a rapper to interview for my university coursework, and you hooked me up. And then I put you in my magazine because of that, and then everyone in the magazine was like, yo, this guy's doing bits. So then you went on to release your last album.
I did.
I was just after the Vans thing, right? It was somewhere around that point in time. So you were doing a lot.
Yeah.
In a small amount of time. How did that album do? Did it get the love that you wanted?
Well, I think the album came out a bit before. I don't even remember the dates. Oh.
It was the same year. Yeah.
Same time. Yeah.
Yeah. It was after I interviewed you.
It was.
So were you happy with the critical reception it got? Did you get much feedback from it? Were you happy with the fans? Did they love it enough when you play your speakers in the park?
Yeah.
Do all the tunes slap?
I feel like going through the questions, I feel like the reception I got from it was amazing.
Banging. Yeah.
Obviously it's not nothing crazy, but like just seeing little improvements for me is like crazy. Like even the amount of people that first listened to it, or the people that watched the music videos from it, like it just means a lot. Cause I remember when like I had like a little amount of subscribers and I'll get like 100 views and I'll be ecstatic and like it's just like cool to just see that more people are messing with it, and like a lot of people like where it's going. And like even when I perform stuff at Speaker in the Park, it always goes crazy. Like Drop Top Tykes is like everyone goes crazy. It's like a crazy mosh, and it's just like okay, cool. I guess like how I felt about when I made the album was like I feel like this is the first step of me being really good.
Is it?
Yeah, I feel like I was just entering, so I feel like I'm a rookie at being really good right now.
What were you before you were a rookie?
I was I.
You're right.
I was I. I felt like the first album, Planet, I felt like I was like getting my foot in, and I was like understanding things more. And I felt with Gappy, I was like getting I kind of understood it a bit more, but it was still, I feel like very rough.
Yeah.
And I feel like Four Wing Island is rough, but it's like a really good rough.
Yeah.
Like I feel like most of the ideas were really like there. Songs, the things I learned where I'd like make maybe a song too long, like this song shouldn't be as long, or this should sound like this. I really put that into that, and I feel like it really worked.
But you're still relatively early days, like you're not signed.
Hell yeah.
You think if ever in the future you did get signed, these would still stay as your albums, or do you think you'd put them in the catalog of like a mixtape?
Nah, these would definitely be my albums. I wouldn't even I don't even know if I want to be signed. I'm saying that right now. Yeah. But I'd like do like a partnership stuff with a label, but I would, because I know a lot of people go, as soon as they get signed or as soon as things get big, they're like, this is my debut album. And I'm like, that's complete cap, bro. That's complete cap. These albums that I'm dropping now, I'm not going to make it seem that I came out of nowhere. I'm like, I really had to like put in work to do this. So like, these are my albums. And like, so it could be my 8th album where it's like, oh shit, he's here. And then it's like, well, this is my 8th one, and I have all of this music that I've made for all of these years. It'll be
a bit booky if, like, on your 8th album, you were like, "This is my debut album." You see people do it though. I mean, like bare people did it. Like, I mean, those first 3 Chance the Rapper albums, they're full-grown albums, and then like the big day comes out,
and that's his debut.
Yeah, and it's his debut, and it's whack. Like,
oh man, that shit got killed.
Yeah, man, that's peak. Killed. I don't know if it's as bad as everyone says, but it's still.
I remember there was one song and it made me laugh, and it was like, "The time has come." But I didn't think it was like terrible. I just thought it sounded rushed.
Yeah,
I felt like it sounded rushed.
Yeah. Alright, moving on from that. So you've been doing Speaker in the Park.
Yes, I have.
It's been about a year now.
Yeah.
So tell me a little bit about that. Where it's sort of how have you seen a progression of it along the year?
Yeah, dude. So obviously like events, I've been building them up, and I felt like I guess 2020 was the 4th year straight of me doing my own events and stuff. Yeah. And I felt like it was getting somewhere, because I remember I'd done the event in February, and it did really well. There was like a great turnout, and it was like a lot of people were coming, and then COVID hit, and then I did Speaker in the Park. The first Speaker in the Park, turnout was terrible.
Is it?
Yeah.
Well, it was in February.
No. That was like way later. I think that was when people were doing Eat Out to help out, and everyone thought everything was...
So things had opened still.
Yeah, a bit. It was like a bit on the edge, and it was like, I guess people didn't... That, I guess initial the rolling, I don't know what you call it, like the rolling work that was going on.
Yeah, like the progression.
The progression, I felt like the consistency, I would say, had stopped because obviously you hadn't had an event in like 5-6 months and it was starting to pick up steam, even though like it was like 5 years. Sometimes like that's the time that it really works. So I just felt like, damn, this sucks. But I'd already been there where it was like when I first started doing the events, like general when I was younger, there weren't a lot of turnout at the ones that I did.
You got to think as well, like people's perception on going to a party in the park.
Yeah, I knew that. During
the time, probably would have stopped people from going. But now, your last one, or the ones before, the ones at the beginning of the year when there was still a lockdown, you did some while there was still a lockdown. So when it's technically illegal, your turnouts were mad. So they got crazy. Yeah, they got better. So what do you think happened with that? Do you think people just stopped giving a fuck, or do you think people were like, well, they're happening and they're happening bare, so I got to rock up? Because I mean, I haven't been to one, but that's because I live far. Yeah. So
you live very far.
Yeah. I live a minute away. So but every single time I see one, I'm still like, oh, I've got to rock up to one. So do you either think it's because people have stopped giving a fuck about coronavirus, or that they've just seen how hard they pop off?
Yeah, so I think it's a mix of that. And that's why I was bringing up that thing where I was like, when I first started doing events, but bringing that into this as well, because obviously you have people going, I'm not going to go outside, which is like fucking valid. Yeah. And it's also a mix of consistency, because I was like, everything that I do, I just don't let things stop me. Yeah. So I'm like, cool. Even if the turnout is terrible, if I keep putting them on, more and more people are going to come. Yeah. And they did, because it's like, okay, this thing still happens. And then I do recap videos, and I feel like recap videos are always great because you get to see the whole experience of something. Yeah. And for the Speaker in the Park, the one we did last year, you see the progression of like how it was just like a few of just me and my friends, and then more and more people came, and like I think it's really good because now I can connect with artists where I'm just like, do you want to come perform at this Speaker in the Park? And it builds like a community. And we had some dudes come from like Birmingham and stuff, like, oh, we just came for this. And after I was like, that's crazy, like you came really far just for why I just put a Speaker in the Park. Yeah. And you're like, yeah, I'm going to come see it.
And they just like chuck their beats for an aux and just like...
Basically, yeah.
Go ham.
Yeah.
That's mad, you know. I guess sort of the idea is that you live stream all of them. So why bother doing a Speaker in the Park and live stream it when there's a pandemic, when you could just live stream it?
I think having people together is very, very necessary. Yeah. And even though, like, if someone came to me and said, what you did is fucked up, you're ruining life, I wouldn't say no to them. Yeah. I wouldn't say you're wrong. I'll be like, in your way, you're right. But I'm like, no matter what, this thing really isn't going away. And we need to find a way to live with it. And because human interaction is so like needed, I feel, in like the world, I'm like, having a show, just saying shows are not a thing you have to go and view online. You don't get that feeling that you get when you're like meeting new people or like seeing someone perform live. You don't get that, and I feel like that's so necessary. So for me, it was like, I'll put it up on Instagram Live for the people who can't see it, but also for the people who can, I want them to feel that. I want them to go home, because I know a lot of people like, I haven't been to something in so long and this is amazing, like, thank you. And it's just like, I want that feeling. I want other people to see it and go, you know what, that's sick, like, let's do it. Because it was like you were saying before, how all of these big corporations can do whatever they want, and then everyone's left with like your phone and going on live, and it's like, no, let's like take the power back for ourselves.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I mean, I agree with you. The fact that actors and stuff can all act and do these big productions, but you can't have 10, 20 people in a park listening to your music. Crazy. Do you think it seems a little bit inspired by like illegal raves? Is that fair to say?
I I guess in essence, but not really. I guess in my head, the inspiration just came from like, how do I do a show?
Yeah.
But in that, it's basically like inspired by legal raves.
Yeah.
But I guess in the way that I would turn from that is I kind of like do them in the day, because I feel like having it in the day is really cool, and like I don't make it too long, and I just try to make it like homely and stuff.
Yeah. I did always notice they always start at like 3.
Yeah.
You ever worried about the feds?
Nah, because I'm like, if you come to it as anybody, it's really weird to look at. As in, like, it's a bunch of like young people just chilling, like completely chilling, and you're like, to break up, because normally like you probably see people like doing drugs, like some math may be happening, and it's like you don't really see that everyone's having a good time. So I feel like if a police officer does come, they'll just be like, "Hey guys, pack it up." Like,
it doesn't exactly look like a drill music video. It's more like a bunch of kids like in beanies.
Yeah, like chilling off.
Yeah, wearing like wavy gums, smoking a little bit of weed, maybe.
You know what I mean? Just gotta have a little bit of weed. Maybe they'll put that away, or like they might get weird because of the weed. But you know, it's just police and shit. But yeah, I never like
Alright, bang. Okay. I guess let's move on from that one. What have I got here? Right. The Vans thing.
Yeah.
We got to talk about it because it's important, right?
Yeah. Pretty.
So
cool.
So you do the Paak thing, and then Vans hit you up, and they're like, Wagwan, we want you in like an advert, right?
Yeah.
So tell me a little bit about that.
Yeah, so I guess did the Paak thing, and obviously to win it, I was supposed to perform with them, and obviously we can't do that.
You were supposed to perform with Paak.
Perform with Paak. Yeah, I was supposed to open up for him at House of Vans.
Bro.
Yeah. But I don't know if that's ever gonna happen. Hopefully it does.
I mean, it's kind of heartbreaking if it doesn't. That would be insane.
Yeah, but so I guess like they were like, well, we've got all these other opportunities, and they were like, we want you to be part of our old school campaign, and then
which is
basically to promote the old school Vans.
Yeah.
So I was like,
Are those what you're repping at the moment?
Yeah. Got some of my feet right now.
Yeah, you can't see it, but
yeah, so I was like, hell yeah.
Yeah, bang. Yeah, good stuff.
So yeah, and they were like super cool. Shout out Black Dog Films. They helped like film the advert, and it was like sick because I talked to the dude, and we just had a conversation. He was like, I just want your ideas.
I just noticed you got the microphone the wrong way around. Oh. It's all right. It's still picking it up.
Okay. Yeah, because I keep switching.
Yeah, go on. Sorry, as you were.
Yeah, so so he was like, yeah, I just want your ideas, and we want to make it completely you. So like everything you see in the advert is stuff like either from my music videos, stuff I've drawn, and then they obviously, because it's like for a company, they still have to have like a bit of input. So obviously Black Dog Films helped like curate it in a way. But like, yeah, it was sick just being able to like have like just me there. Like it wasn't like, oh, we want to filter it out and make you look like this. I was wearing like Fat Llama merch. I was like, basically it was as if I had filmed it. So I appreciated
it looked similar to a music video. The stuff you're saying, what is that? They asked you a question, you just...
Yeah, they were asking questions, and then they just layered it on top of the video.
Yeah.
So it was just like questions about like life, music, what I want to do, aspirations and stuff like that. And then I guess they just chopped their best bits and like put it on.
Is it just you that's in this campaign, or are there other people?
There's other people. There's the other finalists. There's Nika, NTT, Doc Balancio, and YGGL. Shout out them.
Yeah.
Shout out them. And they got like cool ass videos. I actually remember everyone's name. That's crazy.
Yeah, that was impressive.
Suck with names.
Yeah.
That's
I mean, in this video already, you've forgotten names. Yeah. So, and then you have like your face in Oxford's like
Oxford
Circus.
Circus, yeah.
So what was the deal with that? Like, what is it? They're just playing the videos?
Yeah, it's on loop. It's crazy. I tried to go yesterday, but it was too late.
Is it still there?
Yeah, it's still there. But I mean, the store was closed. I wanted to go in.
Yeah. I might have to try and catch that before I venture back up.
Hey,
you know.
Hey, we could catch that.
Oh yeah, we could catch that. Tell you what, that would be good for some footage. You know.
Okay.
All right, let's get up to that. It's a plan.
It's a plan.
Okay. So I guess let's move away from that. I mean, that's banging.
Thank you.
Well, actually, maybe let's not. A little switcheroo. Do you think you've seen yourself get like any more followers or like? The one thing that I noticed was did you read the comments much?
Yeah. I replied to every comment.
Is it because there was a lot of like B-Tech Tyler the Creator stuff?
Oh man, I basically like I love replying to like troll comments because I guess a lot of people like they the whole point of like trolling someone and stuff is like the anonymousness or like this person isn't gonna reply. So I think a lot of people go, oh shit, when I like just reply some dumb shit where I'm like also saying how B-Tech I am. Yeah. Cause I'm like, they're like, oh, what?
Yeah, you get those people that are like, oh, I was just fucking with you.
Yeah, and it's just like, it's what it is. And I'm like, before when I was younger, that shit used to be, but I don't really care now because I'm like, no matter what, if you wear like bright colors, make alternative music, and I guess I'm black, slim, and have gap teeth. Yeah. So regardless, because I was like looking at other pictures of people, and I was like, if this person looked like me, they would compare them to Tyler all the time. Yeah. And I do get that, like in comparison, because he is my inspiration. Like he's one of my inspirations, 100%. But it's like, yeah, it's just like it is what it is, and I feel like over time, like I feel like if you know me or listen to my music, you'll be like, no, he sounds like him, but like... Yeah,
I don't think your music is that much like Tyler. Mm-hmm. I mean, it's you can see the influence, but like there's also the doom influence, the like just the whole indie side of rap. But I mean, anyone like as soon as Jid came out the gate, everyone was just like, oh, this is B-Tech Kendrick.
Yeah, basically.
Like so. But yeah, did you get a lot of love from that? I mean, I saw some quite nice comments.
Yeah. I got love for that.
You see much more of a following?
Yeah, I think I got like maybe 200-300 followers.
That's dope. Yeah. I mean, how many followers you got like before?
Before I think I had like 1,700, and now I have like 2,000 something.
Yeah, I mean that's banging, right? Yeah. I mean, like you get your face up in like the middle of London, and a little bit of clout for it, you know.
Come on, man, can't complain about
exactly.
that.
All right. Now we'll move on from this.
Okay.
So we're sort of coming to the end. It's been a bit of a wild year. You didn't worry particularly much about the pandemic, and I haven't seen much like political stuff on your Instagram at all over the past year. You don't really talk about it in your music. You're not particularly fussed about that kind of stuff.
What's that, politics and stuff? I'd say like in my recent album, I do talk about the whole Black Lives Matter thing. Not even Black Lives Matter. I'm just talking about like black people just dying. Like I think the last half of the first verse in 4 Wing Killer and like some bits in 16. I just talk about that. But yeah, I feel like I'm not a political person, but politics do affect my life. So the bits that I do talk about. And yeah, I mean, like on Instagram and stuff, I don't really like post any of that stuff because I'm not really on there too tough. I'm not on there crazy. And I'm like, if I don't have anything to say that's going to administer change, I'm not going to say anything. Yeah. So like, I'm like, okay, cool. What can I do physically? I can like do events and help people. I can like, basically I could like do what I can do on ground and really help change stuff. I can like, okay, if there's like a bunch of kids and I can like talk to them, if I see them in the street, I feel like interaction like that is really good. And like, I feel like some people are really good on the internet, like with conveying their thoughts like that. But if I really feel that, then I will like, that's what I'm feeling.
Well, I mean, so I guess kind of what I thought about it is quite a lot when you're in a position of power, like you see like Instagram models talking about political injustice and Black Lives Matter and stuff like that all the time. And then you see people like Kendrick and J. Cole who don't make statements getting hate for it.
Yeah.
I guess I'm sort of surprised that like I'm not surprised. As a musician, you feel like a lot of the time you're expected to have a political opinion.
I think, yeah.
Especially as a rapper, and especially when the Black Lives Matter thing's been going on recently, and as a black guy living in London.
Like, you're black, like, talk about this. And it's like, yeah, I'm black. So that means, I don't know, it's like, even in, so like, as you were saying in like music and stuff, I feel like even if you pick apart any album or any song I've made, there will be stuff of that, not just like because it's Black Lives Matter, it's because every day I wake up and I'm a black dude. Yeah. So there's things I'm going to experience or people in my family are going to experience. So that's always going to come through in stuff I make or stuff I talk about or even stuff I do. So I'm like, okay, I know that this area is really fucked because like the government doesn't do stuff. So why don't we just like do stuff in this area? Let's like try to do more events here. Let's try to do this.
You're proactive about it rather than just chatting about it.
Basically, and it's just like, instead of me like posting, what can I really, like what I said, what can I really do? And I feel like that's how we should always move. I feel like me talking, I feel like this personally doesn't do anything for anyone. And like, I feel like people talking on my behalf doesn't do anything for me. Yeah. Like, so I'm like, what can I do? Like, and that's what I feel like.
People talking on your behalf, like Instagram models.
Basically,
and
it's
stuff
like
that.
Yeah, that's super great. And I think, I'm not saying don't do it, because I feel like every little helps. Yeah. Like even when people are like, oh my God, I think this person's pandering, even if they still are keeping the conversation alive. Yeah. So it's a weird one where it's like, yeah, this person might be pandering, but they are also helping in a way. Yeah. And yeah.
Do you sort of it sounds like you can sort of relate to like the Kendrick Lamar sort of J. Cole types where you're out there like actually doing stuff to make a change. Mm-hmm. I mean, on their side, it's Kendrick giving millions to Compton. But on your side, it's people are sad, so let's put some music on. Yeah. I kind of like the fact that you're not out there just like talking about it on social media and doing nothing about it.
Because that's what I'm saying. I would feel like a hypocrite, and it's all right to be a hypocrite because we're humans. Yeah. That's like part of us. It's like,
it happens.
Yeah. And it's just like, but if I can avoid it, like I'm just like, okay, but I'm going to post this and then I'm just going to go back to sleep, or I'm going to post this and I'm going to go out and do whatever I want. And like, even in like non-political aspects, even if it's like, stuff like saying, or even stuff of saying what I do. Like, I can't say to people, I'm trying to put on the whole underground scene. I couldn't say that, even though that's something that I do want to do. I want to try help everyone who's like trying to make it, but I'm like, I physically can't do that. Yeah. Oh, I spat a bit.
It's all right, bro. We're human, as you say.
But yeah, I physically can't do that. So what I can do is help who I can help. And I don't want, I kind of don't want, like, I think there's like a claim with it, like, but you get gassed up by people. I don't really want that. I don't want to have people go, yeah, that is the guy. I want people to do that off their own accord rather than me telling them all the time, if that makes sense. So it's like, okay, if I do put on events, I'm not going to be like, yeah, man, I'm putting on events at these times, man. I'm that guy. I want it to be like, if you feel like that, you can feel like that. If you don't, you don't. Yeah. And like, I'm going to keep living my life. You going to keep living your life. And if I can help someone, I can. But yeah.
I mean, that's I like that sort of laid back approach. You know, we're seeing it more often, but it's kind of new, isn't it? Yeah. It's a new school idea.
I think so. Yeah.
We get it with like the lo-fi kids like you, right? Is it fair enough to say you're lo-fi?
I guess so. I'm low fidelity. I tried to make it high fidelity. Yeah. Yeah, for all the mixing needs. Yeah. But yeah, I guess
shout out you as a mixer, right?
Hey, man. But yeah, I guess like in essence, it's lo-fi music in the sense that I guess alternative music is branded as lo-fi because and even the way I go to making stuff, like I don't try and make it like really overproduced and stuff. I kind of like raw sounds. So
bedroom tunes.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah.
Everything is made in my bedroom.
Right. Okay. Put the people onto what you're getting up to now. What are you doing these days?
What am I doing these days? I'm working on a new project. I'm working on music videos for people.
Music videos for people?
Yeah.
Go on.
So, my homie Michael Abraham, I'm working on some videos for. Retro Pussy. I've done like loads of her videos. You should check out some Retro Pussy videos if you want to see how I be filming and stuff.
Be careful, like typing that into Google, right?
It's not a U, it's an X. So Retro Pussy instead of a U, it's an X.
Okay.
Done a bunch of her videos. I'm mixing her album as well.
Yeah.
That's really cool.
That's banging.
That's a real cool album. Let Kojo Fly. We working on a video. I'm mixing a project I made for him. That one's like fully produced by me.
You made a project. A whole album.
Yeah, for my homie. So yeah, that's coming out. With Fat Llama singles, that's basically songs that I've made with my friends or other people that we make music with, and it's just like I want to put these out just so it's like people who maybe go to Speaker in the Park can go, okay, cool, like there's these people who make music and this is what it sounds like when you put them together. Yeah. So like there's that going on.
That's banging. Yeah.
Wow. Events, more events. I'm doing Speaker in the Venue, which is going to be socially distanced now. You can get the tickets on the internet. Also,
you said that you refunded everyone.
Oh yeah. We're gonna have to refund everyone so they can buy a ticket on the tables. Is
it right?
Yeah.
Okay. How much is a ticket for that?
I think £5.
Nice.
It's not too expensive. Not too cheap.
I mean, everyone's been sat inside. Like, what are you spending? What else are you gonna spend £5 on?
Come on, man. Have some entertainment.
Yeah. Rock up to Speaker in the Venue.
Yeah. After that, it's gonna be the year anniversary for Forming Island. So in August. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to book out a venue. I always every time there's an anniversary for an album, I always try to book out a venue and perform the whole album for people who come. And it's just a free event because I'm like, I appreciate everyone who listened to the album. So there's that. And
any idea on a venue where you want to go?
Man, it's obviously because of right now getting venues is like dumb hard.
Is it?
But
I thought everyone would have been looking.
Yeah, I think that's it. Everyone's looking, but with the venues, they're like, we don't know what the next announcement's gonna be.
Oh, is it?
So it's like, I fully understand that. So I feel like now it's weird because I feel like I actually have to rock up to the venues like, yo, which I haven't done in so long. Yeah. But it feels kind of cool. Just
it's like when you're 16 handing your CV out to everywhere.
Basically, yeah. I
like,
remember,
please
take me. But yeah.
I got tunes to play.
That's the vibe. And it's just like, yeah, I'm going to do that. Probably going to try to do Llama and Friends Volume 5 because we didn't get to do that last year.
Yep.
And damn, that's a lot of stuff I've said. Speaker in the Park will be coming back.
Is it?
Yeah, Speaker in the Park will be coming back. And
how come? Why bring Speaker in the Park back when you got Speaker in the Venue?
Basically, it was like
nostalgia.
It's for nostalgia, and also it's like I still feel people need it.
Yeah,
I still feel people need it, and I want it to run for the rest of the year. And I feel like there's a lot of artists that people still don't know that I think are really cool and that should like get to perform. And so it's like, yeah, let me give you a stage, dude, or a piece of grass.
Exactly, banging. Well, this has been blessed. Yeah. Thank you for letting the people know who you are, what you're getting up to.
Thank you for this.
Thank you so much. I'm eternally grateful. And thank you for rolling through in a boat that took you forever, man.
Oh my God.
Yeah. Long.
Shit.
Yeah, I appreciate this. Okay, right.
Hey,
give me a little spud, bro.
Ow.
Right. Okay. See you later.
In a bit.
Yo, it's your boy Joe again, but this time in the future. I'm 978 years. I found the cure. Nah, I'm playing. But yeah, I'm just up to new stuff, you know. Still working on the album. I think if we're still gonna put the old one in, and you know, music videos on the way. Got a song that's about to drop. Ooh, and you know, planning to do the next pop-up shop. So, yeah, I mean, there's so much things in the pipeline. So, watch out.